Hi everyone, it's Miss Allison from the Haltom City Public Library. It's time for story time. The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Okay, ready for open them, shut them? Open them, shut them, open them, shut them. Give a little clap. Open, shut them, put them in your lap. Creep them, right up to your chin. Open wide your smiling mouth, but do not let them in. Creep them, past your cheeks and chin. Open wide your smiling eyes, peeking in. Boo! Creep them, right down to your toes. Let them fly up in the air and bop you on your nose. Open, shut them, give a little clap. Open, shut them, put them in your lap. Now, today we're going to do the story, The Rainbow Fish by Marcus Pfister, and we're going to do a craft. So you'll need to get your craft supplies ready. You'll need paper, crayons, some string or yarn, some scissors, some glue, a piece of foil, and then we'll get into what you're going to use for your base. You can use anything. You can use a hanger, a coat hanger. You can use a cup. You can use a paper plate. Yes, anything you have around the house that Mom says is cool with you to use. Okay? We're going to make a mobile. You ready? The Rainbow Fish. One of my favorite stories. A long way out in the deep blue sea, there lived a fish, not just an ordinary fish, but the most beautiful fish in the entire ocean. His scales were every shade of blue and green and purple, with sparkly silver scale among them. The other fish were amazed at his beauty. They would call him Rainbow Fish. "Come on, Rainbow Fish," they'd call. "Come play with us." But Rainbow Fish would just glide past, proud and silent, letting his scales shimmer. One day a little blue fish followed after him. "Rainbow Fish," he called, "wait for me. Please give me one of your shiny scales. They're so wonderful, and you have so many." "Oh, you want me to give you one of my special scales? Who do you think you are?" cried Rainbow Fish. "Get away from me." Shocked, the little blue fish swam away. He was so upset he told all his friends what happened. From then on, no one would have anything to do with the Rainbow Fish. They just turned away when he swam by. What good were the dazzling, shimmery scales with no one to admire them? Now he was the loneliest fish in the entire ocean. One day he poured out his troubles to the starfish. "I really am beautiful. Why doesn't anybody like me?" "I can't answer that for you," said the starfish. "But if you go beyond the coral reef to a deep cave, you'll find the wise octopus. Maybe she could help you." The Rainbow Fish found the cave. It was very dark inside, and he couldn't see anything. And then suddenly 2 eyes caught them in their glare. And the octopus emerged from the darkness. Boom, 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 boom.
"I've been waiting for you," said the octopus in a deep voice. "The waves have told me your story. This is my advice. Give a glittery scale to each of the other fish. You will no longer be the most beautiful fish in the sea, but you will discover how to be happy."
"I can't," the Rainbow Fish started to say, but the octopus had already disappeared in a dark cloud of ink. "Give away my scales? My beautiful shining scales? Never. How could I ever be happy without them?" Suddenly he felt the light touch of a fin. The little blue fish was back. "Rainbow Fish, please don't be angry. I just want one little scale." The rainbow fish wavered. Only one very, very small shimmery scale, he thought. Well, maybe I won't miss just one. Carefully, the rainbow fish pulled out the smallest scale and he gave it to the little fish. Thank you very much, the little blue fish bubbled playfully as he tucked the shiny scale in amongst his blue ones. A rather peculiar feeling came over the rainbow fish. For a long time, he watched the little blue fish swim back and forth with his new scales glittering in the water. The little blue fish whizzed through the ocean with his scale flashing. So it didn't take long before the rainbow fish was surrounded by the other fish. Everyone wanted a glittery scale. The rainbow fish shared his scales left and right, and the more he gave away, the more delighted he became. When the water around him filled with glittering scales, he at last felt at home amongst the other fish. Finally, the rainbow fish had only one shiny scale left. His most prized possessions had been given away, yet he was very happy. Come on, rainbow fish, they called. Come play with us. Here I come, said the rainbow fish, and happy as a splash, he swam off to join his friends. The end. Okay, let's make our craft now. So you need to get some paper, okay? And you can use white paper, but then you'll need to get your crayons out because you're going to need them out anyway, for even if you use colored paper. And you're going to trace your hand. Just put your hand down on the paper, open your fingers up, trace around your thumb and around each finger, up and down, round and round, up and down. Okay, now for our mobile, we're going to need more than one fish. You're going to need one for rainbow fish, and you're going to want to make some more for his friends. Okay, so if you want to, you don't have to trace your hand many times. You can trace it one time, see? And then you can add some paper underneath, so that way you can cut them out all at the same time, all right? Now, my hand is rather large, but your hands are rather small, so you could probably, after you trace your hand, fold your paper in half, and that way you get 2 handprints out of each page. Maybe more if your hand's even smaller than that. Okay, then you're going to cut around them. Around the thumb, and around each finger, up and down, and 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 up and down. Ready? And be sure and round it off at where the heel of your hand would be, like that, okay? Now you can make your fish just out of one handprint like this. Or if you want to make it where it has a fin at the bottom, you can take a second one and put a thumb at the top and a thumb at the bottom. And that way you've got a top fin and a bottom fin too, okay? Then you're going to get out your crayons and be sure and put all the different colors of the rainbow on the scales. And then you're going to get some foil out of the kitchen, okay, your aluminum foil. And you're going to cut a tiny little circle, because remember at the end of our story, rainbow fish only had one glittering scale left. Glimmering scale left. And you're going to glue it right there, okay? And since it's going to be 2 parts, two-sided when you hang it up, you really only need one scale, because remember you only had one left, okay? And then you can do the other fish the same way with a top fin and a bottom fin, or just one fin at the top, which is fine, all right? Once you get all of the fish that you want to make made and colored, remember he shared his glittering scales? Well, why don't you put one on each of the other fish that you make too? That way they all had one as well. Now remember, he also talked to a wise octopus. If you want to make an octopus for your mobile, you're going to cut out the handprints too, but remember there's only 8 tentacles and you have 10 digits there. So you can either fold in the thumb or go ahead and just snip that one right off. And you're going to glue the 2 together like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool, huh? And you can put a face on them and everything if you want to. Now, once you're done, you're going to have some string. So get your mom to get you some yarn or some string or something, and you're going to cut some strips. And you can actually tie them on to like the thumb, like that. Or you can put a little hole and put the string through it. Or you can tape it, either way. And you're going to hang it, okay, like that. So it flies through the air or swims through the sea. And now your base can either be a paper plate, which I cut the circle out of the middle so I can just loop the string over it like this. And if you want to make certain that the string doesn't move once you get it hung up so all of them stay separate, you can make a tiny little slit and slide that loop right down so it'll stay in place. Okay? Very good. We're going to tie that onto our fish. Very nice. Perfect. Or again, if you want to tape it, you can tape it. See? Isn't that pretty cool? And then you can do each of the other fish and stuff that you want to make too, and you'll just hang them from different levels if you'd like. They don't all have to be the same length string. That will be a lot of fun. Well, I had a great time with you today. I hope you had fun too. So I will see you guys next week. Enjoy the rest of your day. Story time is over, say goodbye. Story time is over, say goodbye. Though it seems like we've just begun, we'll be back for more fun. Story time is over, say goodbye. Bye, guys.